you.
The apology video,
Oh.
a rite of passage for almost every influencer with a decent following. For people like you and me, public cancellation is usually nothing but a short-lived spectacle, but for an influencer, it's an occupational hazard with potentially disastrous results. Being caught up in public shaming or humiliation, warranted or not, has become a career milestone for those making their life a never-ending public extravaganza. So if you want
All right, everybody. Let's get a quick notes together from me for when I get canceled for whatever.
to be a social media sensation, you have to prepare for it.
Okay.
This is how to apologize like an influencer.
Okay.
But before you apologize, you first have to find something scandalous to do. Maybe it's sharing videos of a deceased person on your live stream, or locking all your content behind a paywall and gaslighting fans who can't afford yet another subscription. A big thing to worry about here isn't committing a crime, or at least one that can be proven
Watch a reference. Have you heard the stuff about Dr. Disrespect? I have.
in court. Because you can't apologize from prison. It doesn't fit the aesthetic, I'm afraid. Once you have the right scandal and you're receiving backlash from all your haters, because, of course, anyone who dares to criticize you must be a hater and has absolutely nothing of value to say. It's time to drop that banger apology video. To create this, you must first understand why it's so important. After all, so many Hollywood stars have done more heinous things and they've never felt the need to apologize. I'm looking at you, Mark Wahlberg and Mike Tyson. So why is it different for the influencer? As an influencer, your job is to share your life online. Whether you're producing makeup tutorials or gaming guides, your personality is at the core of what you're selling. You're creating a parasocial relationship with your audience. This isn't really something you can control, it's pretty much part of the job. No matter how many boundaries you set up, your truest fans will become personally attached to you.
Chat, how are we feeling? Are we feeling really parasocial, or are we feeling personally attached here? Okay. How are we feeling right now?
No matter the kind of content you make. Think about it, you're with them when they're eating dinner or folding laundry and they watch you when they feel lonely.
Both? I feel attacked. Okay, good. That's what I'm going for.
To develop a parasocial relationship and think of you as their friend. This is the main difference between influencers and what we would consider to be more traditional stars. These are the people who have always been unreachable. You generally only see them when they're doing what they're famous for, whether starring in a movie or performing their hit song. With influencers, you see even the most mundane things they do, which makes the bond between creator and audience closer and deeper. But this relationship is bound to get
Neither at this point I'm feeling sexual. Yo.
messy because we're all humans, and humans are flawed. As an influencer, though, you're placed on a pedestal because of the highlights of your life that you've decided to share. And so when you do something that contradicts the audience's perception of you, however big or small the offense, those people will ensure you're aware of it. And just like a real friendship, you must come forward to explain yourself. Why did you mock that corpse in your travel vlog? Did you knowingly sell contaminated lipstick?
What? What? Dude, I'm gonna get canceled for yelling at chat, dude. Somebody's gonna be like, yeah, he yelled at me one time. I kept being a political nerd and ruining everyone else's fun in chat, and then he yelled at me and said, stop being a nerd emoji. Yeah, so I hate Christian TG92.
Racist photos or homophobic tweets from your past, animal mistreatment, being rude at the drive-thru, being caught using a slur. Angry mobs will prepare their hot takes and trolls will storm YouTube comments. Death threats ensue and doxing and harassment will follow you like a black cloud. Your biggest fans will try to defend you, but only on one condition. Apologize. Before we talk about that, I want to take a moment to thank Incogni, the sponsor of today's episode. If there's anyone that needs to apologize to the entire internet, it's data brokers. These companies buy up all your data
I'm always popping my pussy.
from all over the web and use it to create a profile of you, including all of your personal information like your phone number and home address.
There's semen in my lipstick? What the hell?
They then sell this profile to companies who are trying to sell you things, some of which might be scammers. If you're wondering how shady companies always seem to have all your correct info, it's these data brokers. The good news is that they're required by law to delete all the information they have about you once you ask. The bad news, though, is that because of how valuable this information is, they make it as difficult as possible for you by replying with objections and making you jump through hoops to get the result you want.
Josh gets it.
Thankfully, with the help of the sponsor of today's video, Incogni, you can skip all those hoops and get your information deleted with zero effort. All you have to do is create an account with Incogni and grant them the right to work for you.
Rejuvenating? My
and that's
fault?
it.
What?
Incogni will reach out to all the data brokers on your behalf to request all your personal data be deleted and deal with any objections. It really is that easy. Take your personal data back with Incogni and use code Aperture at
Yo, what kind of microphone is this dude using? Also, 2.29 million subscribers? With the fucking PS4 one earbud headset mic? For real?
the link below to get 60% off an annual plan.
My bad, dude. I'm
Back
being
to
a
our
hater.
story. In this position, you
sound that
must
bad.
say something, and if you don't, the public will fill your silence with outrageous takes. So
Are you listening, Cody Co?
you do what you must. You decide to make your apology content. I call it content because essentially that's what it's become. A new niche with a style cultivated over the years to get the most favorable reaction. First, we have the classic Apple Notes app apology commonly found on Twitter or Instagram stories. An influencer will type and format their statement and then post it all over their social media. This is a great example of what not to do. It's a classic mistake, but the Notes app apology makes it seem like you're trying to get off easy. You'll issue your regrets and hope the news cycle moves along, forgetting that anything happened.
I'm not gonna lie, Andrew, what's his name with Channel 5 literally did the best apology ever. I'm not gonna lie. Like, sorry, I said I'm not gonna lie twice in a row. I'm lame. Not bad, dude. But he literally did it the best. He's like, hey, yeah, I'm very sorry. I do apologize. I messed up. I really did. I'm gonna try and get some therapy to hopefully be better in the future. I will be better in the future. And I'm going to take some time off, but I'm going to come back and make content. And if you don't want to watch it, that's fine. If you do, awesome. What did Andrew do again? He read, from what I understand, he misread signs with a woman and, like, he thought she was into her, but she wasn't. And then he, like, touched her sexually. So, yeah.
It comes off as premeditated and lacking sincerity. Here's the problem with laying it out in black and white. Now your haters can dissect every single syllable to look for hidden meanings that they definitely can 100% claim means you regret nothing and your apology is fake. It's so easy for your words to be twisted and backfire. So often the Notes app apology isn't enough. If you made the mistake of doing this, you'll soon be aware of the mistake, and after a few days of being ripped to shreds, you'll realize it's time to bring out the
Yeah, this is a Brad Taste of Music type apology. My bad.
big guns. An apology video.
Oh!
The aesthetics of your video are crucial. You don't want to flash your wealth or seem too put together. Find
Yeah, make sure you record this shit on your iPhone. Okay, dude?
a blank wall, like a beige or gray couch. The older and more beat up it looks, the better. If you only have expensive furniture, sitting on the floor is the best option.
I was about to say, if you only have expensive furniture, hide that shit.
The framing of your video is everything. You want to seem as human and down to earth as possible. You need to wear very plain, inoffensive clothes, like a billionaire who's trying to convince the world that they're frugal. Try going
Bro, you know I'm gonna suck. Being like a band or like, you know, an artist or something and selling somebody one of your shirts and then they wear it in an apology video. Yeah, dude, if I get canceled, I don't give a shit, dude. I'm wearing the Megadeth shirt. Fuck it. Dave Mustaine can take a little heat from me. Dave Mustaine can take a little heat for me saying that I've been edging the F slur for the last 5 years. When Twitter's like, fuck you. You made an offensive joke about almost saying the F slur for the last 5 years. Dave Mustaine can take a little heat for that. He'd be like, I don't know who this stupid streamer is. But I'll tell you what, I know our society is going to shit. And then that'll let him ramble on for like 40 minutes. When I made the doc, I tried to get different takes on subjects. Fuck yeah. I'll be honest, IDK, how you misread singles, but that might be a combo for a different day. Singles? My band watching the doc apology, and he is wearing our shirt.
without makeup, maybe greasy hair, to show that you've been really struggling the past few days. The amount of work that goes into appearing genuine is super ironic, yet here you are on your floor about to hit record. With the red light blinking, start the video with a sigh, because a sigh indicates a release of pent-up emotion. You're about to get something off your chest, maybe you don't know where to start and admit this, whatever it takes to make you seem more relatable. You must make yourself seem worthy of respect and forgiveness. Most apologies come straight from the heart, but not you. You're an influencer, so everything has to be scripted.
You're an influencer, so you at least have narcissistic tendencies, and there is a decent chance you are a psychopath. So you gotta script this shit out, because ain't nothing coming from the heart for this one. All that's coming from the heart is you being pissed off at Twitter.
Here's exactly what you say and how you say it. You start by explaining how difficult the past few days or weeks have been.
Why does that look like off-brand Corey from Free Throw, though? Why does this look like off-brand Corey from Free Throw a little bit?
And you must mention that you've been getting death threats, even if it was just one person that said, go to hell. Talk about how these threats and all the harassment have kept you up at night, questioning the safety of your friends and family. People don't have much regard for you right now, so bringing up the safety of your friends and family is important, so people feel empathy for you.
Nah, dude. Rest in peace, Basherverse. But if I get canceled, I'm going full Basherverse style and hitting the I can't feed my cats because I can't make any money anymore. What? Chat, someone in an urgent situation just asked me to tell them what to do because people who stopped listening to them, IDK, what the fuck to tell them? They are in Palestine right now. Yo, what? Well, that's why you always ask, especially if it's your first time with someone. Boom, there you go. Bro's trying to stretch out how many ads he can get. Amen, brother. Shout out Oompaville. Oh, shit, I'm gonna be honest. I thought you meant, like, slip and slide urgent. I'm sorry. IDK, how to answer that. Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't know either, bro. I wish I had more helpful advice or resources for that, but yeah. I'm a dumbass streamer on the internet moment. I have nothing of value to give you. But we're here to listen to you about whatever happens. Anything that we might be able to do, let us know. I shared their GFM, but I think that's all I can do for now. Yeah. My comment was to add to Josh's comment. I just didn't send it fast enough if anyone's confused. Yeah. I got what you're saying. You're talking about what's his name?
Even better, they might pity you a little bit.
Oh.
Also, by bringing up the intensity of the hate you've been receiving, you subtly shift blame. You paint yourself as a victim, and you can even shed a tear to sell it. Yes, it's true that the amount of hate and death threats received online in circumstances like these is often uncalled for. It's also true that this public backlash can be extremely hurtful and detrimental to an influencer's mental health. But in the context of an apology, drawing too much attention to how you feel you've been treated doesn't work to make you look sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway, you jump into your side of the story, and depending on the situation, maybe you explain that it was all supposed to be a joke. Or you didn't exactly know how your product was being produced, or the way it was filmed made the whole situation look worse. While all of this might be true, these nuggets of context somehow make you seem guiltier. They present subtle tactics to shift the blame and ignore the gravity of the situation. There's also the approach of being overly vague. You could make a short, sweet video acknowledging your role in the situation and ending it with a simple sorry. But that's not good enough either. How are the fans supposed to know you understood what you did wrong? It seems you don't care enough to go into specifics and truly immerse yourself in your own guilt. But if you go too deep into the details and create an hour-long video, your apology is buried in your rambling, and maybe you can use this as an opportunity to include ad breaks. After all, this will be probably your best performing 20 minutes of all time, so why not use it to make a little extra money? The end of the apology is always a promise to do better in the future. You understand you're accountable to your fans and that this behavior was unacceptable and that in the future nothing like this will ever happen again. You try to be as sincere as possible.
Guys, I swear to God, I will never make the stupid, shitty joke of I've been edging the F slur for the last 5 years ever again, okay?
That you've learned your lesson and have been adequately punished. Although you admit you don't deserve forgiveness, you hope your audience can trust you again, and then, and only then, you stop recording. No matter what you say or do, your efforts won't be taken well. If you want to apologize like an influencer, be prepared to face scrutiny, because you are bound to fail, and I can't even point to an example of an influencer apology that was well received with little backlash.
Yeah.
So what can we learn from influencers' mistakes? Suppose you ever need to apologize to an individual or even a community. In that case, being as straightforward as possible about your indiscretions is essential. Take full responsibility for your actions without shifting blame or drawing any attention to how you've been treated.
What's an indigression? What does that mean, chat?
Also, when possible, apologize in private instead of presenting everything to a global audience. The smaller the conversation, the more likely everyone will have their side heard. Also, don't engage with the angry internet mob. And as a fan, try not to add
Do not pull a face bangs, bro. Shut up, Bree.
fuel to the fire. It's not productive and only serves to hurt people and distract from any real mistakes an influencer has made.
Do not pull, my bad, not face banks. Okay, I mean, he does tell people to shut up R word, okay? No, don't pull a Ronnie Radke.
Although hurtful words might buzz around online, participating in the discourse will only make things worse for yourself, whether you're a fan or influencer. Influencers can sometimes provoke their fans, thinking they're defending themselves. In times of heated arguments online, I'd say log off for your own good. Take time to gather your thoughts, try to avoid sites online that will hurt you or distract you from the facts of the situation, and most importantly, go outside, touch some grass. I wonder if there are any ways for influencers to become better at apologies. When I think of creative ways some influencers have approached apologies, they only come off as cringe-inducing and even more insincere. I just don't think the internet is an ideal forum to apologize, yet I also don't see any other way. Until somebody breaks the mold, the typical apology video will continue. In the end, I don't think influencers should be held to a different standard than you and me. Like everyone else, they deserve grace in times of distress and the opportunity to right their wrongs. And that's why, in my opinion, the best apology isn't about the aesthetics, the script, or whether or not you can play a ukulele. The best apology is always change behavior.
True.
And perhaps a video proving it. Hey, if you like the videos we make and would want to support us to make bigger and better projects, we've recently just updated the Patreon. We have different tiers with perks like access to a private Discord server, a peek behind the curtains to hear from the team that makes these videos, discounts on all the merch we'll create in the future, and many more perks that will be decided by you guys, the patrons. If you don't have the means, then please don't feel obligated.
A production? My bad.
Way. Subscribing and watching these videos is more than enough support, but if you do have the means and want to support in some way,
Yo, chat, yeah, yo, tap it on my fucking Patreon. I literally made a $2.99 tier just for any of the squad that on the broke side. I haven't been able to work on the Patreon nearly as much as I've wanted to. For a while there, I posted I think there are 4 videos in 2 weeks there that were early. Actually, I think 3 of them still have not seen the light of day and are only on Patreon. But I got super busy in June. Gonna hopefully start swinging on that sumbitch again real hard. So if y'all want to tap in, that would be sick, dude. Original content, obviously, not just reacts. I mean, I do post some reacts there that I'm probably not gonna make these public. So if the Patreon wants to watch them, usually me just reacting to shit high. It's usually what ends up on there. The react content, stuff like that. And some gameplay videos. So yeah, and then also the original content I've been working on a lot. So if you want to tap in, there you go. YouTube Frogs watching this react. If you guys want to tap in, it'll be the 3rd link in the description, I believe.
then this is the best way to do so. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching.
Life's biggest lesson. It's an hour and 41 minutes. Yo. I'm going to have to tap in on this channel more.